Hello and welcome to Sobricks. I'm Adam and this is Sobricks. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video we're going to be doing some other Lego related stuff because I have in front of me 3 of the new Lego Ninjago Dragons Rising mechs for 2024. Over on the left here we have set number 71806. This is Cole's Elemental Earth mech. In the middle we have 71807. This is Sora's Elemental Tech mech. And over here on the right we have 71808, and this is Kai's Elemental Fire mech. I don't know if this is 100% or not, but I thought there was some other Ninjago mechs that are coming out in maybe March in the next wave. And I thought one of them was also going to be compatible with some of these, because these do have some interchangeability and stuff like that, which is what we're going to look at in this video. I've already done videos reviewing and all of these sets individually, and this is kind of a follow-up to swap out some of the parts and see what we can come up with here. So I'm pretty excited about that, but I think there's a Lloyd's Elemental Power mech that is also supposed to be coming out, but I'm not really exactly sure, so that's maybe something to look out for. But I'm just going to get into this, kind of talk my way through it and see what we can do, because on the boxes for these, it showed, the various ones and how they can be taken apart and how they can be put together with different pieces, which reminds me very much of like the Lego City 2K Drive sets that had some kind of a system within the Lego system to swap out the front end and the bumper and some other different parts of them, and they've done this with other things too, and I really appreciate when Lego does this, so I wanted to take a look at this. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of take off some of the different pieces here. And one of the things was these have hips and these have a waist, so they can spin here, and initially I thought that you could just take off the legs and swap the legs out, but leave the ball joint there, leave the kind of hip area. And I'm going to try that just to see what we can do. And I'm actually going to pull off the waist area as well, just in case. And I'm going to do kind of what I did for those Lego 2K sets as well, which is kind of take everything apart and see what we have at the end. And once I've done that, I'll start putting stuff together in some different combinations here. So I'm going to take off the different legs, feet, different accessories, and see if I can't get this one off. There we go. And onto Kai's. Put some of the accessories over here. Do it like this. Like this. Lost an Exonite shield there. And how does that go? Like this. Sure. Now we can start kind of putting these together, and there is an issue that I think I'm going to run into here doing it this way. So I'm going to take the hip from Cole's, one of the legs from Sora's, one of the legs from Kai's, and these legs might be different heights, different lengths overall. So we'll see that there, and then why don't I take this and this, and we'll take this one. And we will give it this accessory here. And now we'll move on to another one and see what we can do here, because I don't know how well this is going to work exactly. Can I do this? So because the Cole's legs are quite a bit shorter than the other character's legs, I'm not 100% sure if this will work, and I'm just going to try it out. I want to see kind of what's all possible here. Which one is this? Okay, I don't know if I'll be able to get an arm on there now. Why don't I try this one? And let me actually do it like this and see if this can work here. Oh boy. Yeah, this one's looking a little bit rough. It's leaning. It's kind of leaning the same way as the other one a little bit here. And we'll see what we can do with the last little bit of pieces here. And we're going to be left with some kind of hodgepodge stuff, which is kind of intentional but kind of not. I wanted to see what the limits of this system were, and then I can look at some of the more advertised ways that these things can go together. So put this in this hand here. Maybe this over here. And we will put this one right here. Okay, so I've mixed and matched these up in a way that Lego does not put on the box, and I can kind of go through why that is. So these can all stand, but as you'll see, they are at some weird angles, leaning different ways. This one especially has to have the leg, pushed out really, really far there. It's not especially stable. So and the reason for that is Kai's legs are relatively big, the Sora legs are relatively big, tall or long that is, and the Cole's one are pretty short. So the reason, or one of the additions besides having the ability to turn at the waist for this one, is that you don't maybe want to, or Lego doesn't want people to swap the legs like I have just done here, even though I think that's really interesting to keep these builds kind of cohesive and keep things like together. I don't think they intended that, although I think this is really, really fun. I think it's important to have how unique the different characters are with their different builds. So the one like Cole's legs being a little stockier and shorter and doing a different bend, a different angle is really important to how it looks, and I feel the same about Sora's and Kai's legs. And so I don't think I would have wanted to change those to make sure they're all exactly the same height or same length, so we avoid this problem. But what that means is the legs pretty much stay together, so they should stay with the appropriate hip piece here. Then you can take off the torsos, of course you can adjust the accessories, and you can adjust the arms. So what I've done here is already kind of mix and match a lot of these things, but I'm going to put them back in sort of just the legs rather, in the way that Lego wants these to be done. And that'll just take me a second, and I'll get these back, and then I'll make some other changes, and we can kind of look at all the different well, maybe not all the different possibilities, but we'll look at some of the different possibilities for these characters because it's pretty cool that they did this. And, you know, like I said, if they do release that Lloyd's elemental power mech and it is compatible with this, I am totally here for it. I think that's a great idea, and you know, so far I think the idea is executed relatively well, provided one follows the kind of instructions on the back of the box or on the website there. So get it like that, and we can get this one over here. Okay, so now these are much more stable, and what I've done is put like the red kind of waist here goes with the Kai legs, and for Sora's tech mech we got the white legs with kind of the gold waist area, and for Cole's we have the black with the black waist area there. But what we have over here is then the Kai body, Cole arm, Kai accessory, and Sora arm here. And then here we have Kai's legs with the Sora arm, and a Kai arm with the Cole torso, Cole legs, Sora torso, Cole arm, and a Kai arm there. And then this is a Sora accessory here, this is a Sora accessory, this is a Cole accessory. And so ideally what they would have you do is kind of take the legs off like this so that those all remain, you know, stable here, and that's fine. It's not as great, but again, it's kind of one of the trade-offs of making sure that you know, these can be compatible and also make them very unique in their own right. So just looking at the legs all together, you can kind of see like short, middle, longest there. So it doesn't really make sense to pair one of these legs with one of these legs, or even one of these with one of these, or one of these with one of these. It just doesn't work that well. Now, theoretically, it's not terrible to swap out the waists, like as long as you keep the two legs together. I'm sure you could put these two legs over on the Cole waist or on the Kai waist, because the waist areas are, you know, similar for the most part. These parts on the side of Sora's could interfere with some stuff. I think that was the case, putting Kai's legs on Sora's waist there, and that might be part of it. So the safest way is just to keep the legs all together there. And then what we have all these extra little pieces here. So I might swap this out. Oh, shoot, coming apart here. I might swap the accessories out to, you know, change them up for different needs. I might swap the arms out. I might put different Ninjago characters in the cockpit of different things, and all of that's I think, you know, pretty possible. I think it's encouraged, and I think it's pretty fun. So that's really great. Let me kind of mix these up again and see what else we can come up with. And there's, you know, there's a finite amount of combinations, but that's okay, you know, with some imagination and whatever else. I think that still makes it pretty great. And I don't know if they always said, like, you know, the possibilities are endless or anything like that, but in kind of the similar thing of that, like in the kind of same kind of idea of that, we can do some different stuff. So if I take Cole's body, Sora arm, Kai arm, and we'll put this on the Cole legs, Sora body, Kai arm, Cole arm. Maybe I'm going to end up doing this very much the same as I just had it. You know, we will see here. I'll put this one here. And then we'll do Kai body, Sora arm, Sora legs, Cole arm. Okay, give that mech that one. Give this mech this one. Still spin that around. Maybe give, whoopsies. I think I did that a little bit wrong here. We'll give this person kind of a dual wielding hammer and blade here, which would be great or pretty neat. And we'll give this one over here. So here we got some different changed up kind of things, and I think that's great. I think that's really cool. And if they do more of these, like the Lloyd one, if they do, a Zane one, and just a bunch of other characters, I would very much welcome that. I think it's really fun. And maybe they could even do some where you could exchange the legs. Like maybe the Zane one's legs are similar to this, maybe with some different, ornamental changes or kind of like decorative changes to them, but like the same kind of dimensions in some way. And maybe they'd make one with the same dimensions as Cole's and the same dimensions there, and then you could maybe swap out one leg with another leg and them still be stable and compatible and fun. I would love that. Or maybe they'll make them so all the legs are different, so you can just swap them out at the waist area there and swap out the arms and swap out the accessories. I mean, I think all of that is kind of good ideas. I'm not opposed to that at all. So I think it'd be very cool. And I've had fun kind of looking at these. I think these are great value. I think this kind of stuff does add to the value of this set or these sets, because it just adds a lot more different kind of combinations here than we otherwise might have had. And I'm gonna do a final little switch here. Go like this, like this one. And on the pictures that they have these on, they typically keep the arms together as well. So now we have like Cole's legs, Kai's torso, Sora's arms. Kai's leg, Sora's torso, Cole's arms over here with Sora's accessories. And then we have Sora's legs, Cole's torso, and Kai's arms there, which again is very cool, very stable, and it kind of makes the color scheme a little more interesting. I kind of like this. There's almost like a Transformers, Voltron-y, Power Rangers kind of element to this. Or it reminds me of like the Ultra Ninja Combo Mech or whatever that one was, which was very cool. So that's some look at all three of these sets. Cole's Elemental Earth Mech, Kai's Elemental Fire Mech, and Sora's Elemental Tech Mech. Some of the combinations you can have here. I think this is great. There's a lot of different combinations. There's a lot of fun. A lot of interplay could be had between all of these different mech builds. And, the overall price for all of these is, less than $100, and they come with a lot of different minifigures. They come with some side builds, things like the wolf mech and the little tree and different stuff like that. So very cool. Very happy about this. So great. If you like this video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button, and That stuff helps me a lot. I'm going to be covering tons of other Lego stuff in the future, a lot of Lego reviews coming up, and maybe more videos like this and other stuff there. So subscribe so you don't miss those. That helps me. If you want to help me in another way, you can support this channel right here on YouTube with membership, supers, and thanks. And I have the Patreon. It's in the video description on my channel page, patreon.com/SoberBricks. Again, that stuff helps me a lot. Every little bit helps, so I appreciate it. So thank you very much. Maybe consider checking those things out. I am eternally grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And with all of that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.